Tavis, have you accepted Christ as your Savior? On that public testimony of salvation, I baptize you, my brother, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, buried in the likeness of his death, raised in the likeness of his resurrection.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It is Resurrection Sunday. Glory to God. Thankful for God, a risen Savior. Woo! Can't be thankful enough. Welcome back to another video. Just want to say thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys are having a blessed Sunday or a blessed day, whatever day you watch this. Other than that, I am headed out. I'm taking my brother's skid steer to my other brother. That way he can work on it. Leaving home, headed to Idaho. And then from Idaho, tomorrow morning on Monday, I will be heading. I'll actually be getting new wheels since I cracked a wheel. And then from there, I'll be heading to Salt Lake City to get my load that's headed to Billings, Montana. I'll go more into details tomorrow when I'm there to pick up. But we are back to our normal schedule now that we were done with the Alaska load. But yeah, so we're back to the normal schedule. And I just want to say thanks to everybody who has been subscribing to my channel, who's been watching the videos. You guys have been awesome. I've been loving the comments and me, being able to interact with you guys. Just keep it up. Keep up with the comments. And I'm trying to get to videos to where people have asked me like questions on like doing a truck and trailer review and certain questions on that. And I'll get to those eventually. It's not really my priority because I'm not trying to be a hotshot YouTuber. I already kind of have one of those videos. It's not very good, but it's out there. I'll eventually make a whole new one, and I need to do a review on my Diamond Sea trailer eventually. But so let's, like I said, let's get this week going, and I'll see you guys a little later. Morning, guys. It is April 1st. It is the start of a new month, and your boy starting his month out by spending money instead of making money. Oh yeah. Alrighty guys, we're here on site. I was a little confused there for a second because apparently the business changed their name to CMC, but I guess this location hasn't changed it yet, so I'm sitting there like, where is it? All right, guys, we are loaded up. Got ourselves 2 anchors. That's what they're called, anchors. Heading up to Billings, 580 miles, $1,400. Try to get 1,500 to make it almost $3 a mile, but didn't get it. But yeah, got her gut wrapped, 2 gut wraps, and then chains pulling forward and backwards, so she shouldn't go anywhere. Only thing I don't really like is that there's not much you can really do about it when you have these stupid hooks. So I'm buying new straps and I'm getting rid of the stupid hooks. And I'm gonna have 2 just cut ends. I'd cut them now, but I don't know if I don't want to cut myself short until I get them on certain lows, because this piece on a gut wrap was barely any left for strap for a 30-footer. So yeah, chain down, gut wrapped, and we're good to go.
And live another. This was his great battle with the hypocrites in the church. We have old proverbs that are familiar to us all. He who hesitates is lost. Procrastination is the thief of time. A stitch in time saves 9. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Don't waver. Make a decision. Do it now. That's what Joshua was saying. And Joshua, the great military hero that had led them from victory to victory, reminded them of all the victories that God had given. And he said, serve God and live. Serve these other gods and you'll die and come under the judgment of God. And the message has not changed.
Good morning, guys. We are headed to Billings, Montana, and we just left my house. I got to spend the night with my family last night. Woke up, had some coffee, got to sit there and chit chat with my wife and hang out for a bit with my kiddo, and then head on out. We are about 3 hours from dropping this off, and then hopefully I can get a load back down to Salt Lake City, and then my goal is to find another one up to Billings. I also forgot to tell you guys, check it out. I got the Easy Pass and Pre-Pass. It's 2-in-1. That way I don't have to pay tolls by plate anymore, and then I can get the Pre-Pass, the bypass on scales. Alrighty, guys, we made it to the drop off. Found out what they're for. See those big steel telephone pole things? Electrical line poles, whatever, right there? That's what they're for. They're bases that go in the ground and then concrete go in the middle of those rebars. And I'm wearing shorts today because it's nice and warm out. You want my business card?
Yeah, I do actually. Yes, I do.
All right, we're empty. Well, guys, we are unfortunately headed home empty. So about 3 hours of deadhead to the house. There were a couple loads that I hit up just to see what they would do for rate because they had posted at bad rates. There's quite a few loads and billings going to the East Coast, which is fine because once you get out there to the East Coast, it's a little bit better rates and stuff. But the one that I could have got booked if I would have, she had it posted for like 80 cents a mile, and I was like, that's going to Maine. It needs to be more than that. She's like, well, what are you thinking? And I was like, can you do $2 a mile? She's like, no, I can't do $2 a mile. And I was like, what's the best you can do? Can you do $1.50? Because it wasn't heavy. It was like 1,200 pounds and 8 feet. So I was kind of being a little greedy about it, but she's like, the most I can do is $2,900. So I was like a dollar and I don't know, $1.10 a mile. I was like, can you do 3? Just make it 3 and even $3,000. And she's like, yeah, I think I can do that. And she's like, well, we have another carrier who offered us a lower rate. It's the theme in this industry, man. You're about to get a load at a bad rate, $1.10 a mile, going all the way to Maine from Billings, Montana. And then she's like, oh yeah, we already got, never mind, we got somebody else to cover it for cheaper. Which is fine, worked out, don't want to go to Maine anyways. The only reason I wanted to take that load to Maine is because Maine and Rhode Island are the last 2 states that I haven't hit. I've hit 48 states, and those are the last 2 I need. So I was like, it's right there, I might as well do it. And that's the update, so we're going home. I will get back to you guys with any updates, so catch y'all on the flippy flop. Well, guys, as you can tell, I'm not in my truck, so that means it hasn't been going well looking for loads and booking loads and stuff like that. But right now, it looks like I might have a load booked. Shit, that's why I was reading the text. She just texted me back. They're sending over the carrier packet. I'll shoot you. Okay. Came into my office. But it's not so echoey. So I think I got a load finally booked. Been fighting for loads since yesterday afternoon and all morning. I'll just go through the few. I don't like. So one of them, the guy, I'm about 2 hours away from the load, and the guy wanted $1 a mile, but he's like, I'm willing to do. It's like $1.90 a mile. No, like $1.48 a mile. And I was like, can you just make it $1.50 and just I'll come and get it? And because it was like 1,500 pounds and 8 feet long, so I was like, I can find something else on the way, or it'll get me to Salt Lake City at least, so I don't have to go empty. So I was gonna leave this morning at 1 o'clock in the morning to go to Salt Lake City to get a load, but look for loads. But there's just really nothing going on down there. So that fell through. Someone booked it, so someone is taking a load for $400, 400 miles, which is crazy. Another load I was trying to get today, well, it's for tomorrow actually. my eyes are bad, guys, is from Salt Lake City to North Carolina, and it's 3 drops. And I was like, can you do 2.5, man? I mean, that's still not even good, but I was like, 2.5, it's a dedicated load. They have it posted as a dedicated load. It has important appointment times. It's from Salt Lake City to North Carolina. It's Salem. The first drop is in Salem on Monday at a certain time. The second drop's in Georgia somewhere. I forget where it is, but it's somewhere in that northeast corner of Georgia. And then you on Tuesday or something like that. And then the last drop's in Charlotte, North Carolina. So you're literally driving over to North Carolina, going down and back up. It's like 2,400 miles or something like that total. And they wanted like $1.40 a mile. And somebody booked it. I was like, I'll do it for 2.5, which still isn't good, but they wouldn't do it. Just showing you how the world's going with trucking. We'll see how long I'm actually going to be doing this, because I can't run loads like that. The load I'm actually working on right now, it's not very good. It's right at $2 a mile. The only reason I want to take it is because it'd be my first oversized load, and I don't have really a whole lot of experience with oversize. I've done a few up in Alaska, but this would be my first oversized load as an owner operator, and I just don't have really the experience. So I feel like my first few loads oversized should be just whatever they're asking for. And they were asking $1,000 to go 700 miles. I already got the quote on permits, so it is what it is. But I talked them up a couple $100, so we're like right at $2 a mile. We're at $1,400, and the permits are like 125 or 140 or something like that. So it's not bad permit wise. That's including they're gonna route it out for me and all that good stuff. So it's just width, it's just 11 feet wide. That's the only thing that's oversized about it. It's not heavy, it's not tall, it's not long, so it is what it is. That's the load I got going on. Once I get the carrier packet filled out and the Raycon, I'll head out and go get it, because I'm about an hour and a half from it, which is nice. And yeah, that's what the update is. Just kind of hanging out. Like my new TV, just chilling over there. Gonna get that mounted. This is my office / man cave, guys. Cool little setup got going.
are sticking out.
So it's just someone's renting it from Oregon?
No, they bought it. We had it out on rent. That's a brand new one. A lot easier to load and unload. Yeah, it's standing up on end, so this here is pointing in the air. Yeah, and then this part's laying in that basket right next to it. That's the tires.
Is there anything I need to do to keep, like, is it all going to stay? Are there any loose parts, you know, besides the hoses? This is what I'm getting loaded now. I got this fancy little doohickey. So what do you guys think of this load, huh? It's pretty crazy. First oversized load. Okay, that's pulling it forward. Perfect. Now let's throw one on the back here. Need shorter straps for stuff like this too. Alright guys, load it up. Maybe it's a little crisper with the microphone. I gotta deal with that. Yeah, I got one pulling it back, pulling it forward. Got the tires pulling each way in, that way it doesn't bounce off. So pulling forward, and we got the tongue tied down. PTO is good. PTO's in that. It shouldn't bounce out. It's really heavy. That's tied up. Hoses are tied up, bungeed up. Yeah, okay, let's talk about it. All right, we are in Casper, Wyoming. We are going to Vail, Oregon. Basically right outside of Ontario, Oregon. 700 and I think 50 miles, 700 something. Paying $1,400. Oversized load, so I gotta go get my banners and put them on. 11 wide, 11.8 I think. 11.8 is what the total was. Which I'm gonna measure it in anyways, because I gotta call the scale house and get a clearance number. Let's get the banners put on. Oh, weighs 4,170 pounds. And yeah, it's like a little under $2 a mile, and I have all this space I can put more on, but I'm definitely not going to find anything. We'll see what it's like tomorrow.
Don't you ever say you wanna hold me. Don't you ever say you wanna
Alright guys, we're on the road. We've been driving probably about I'd say about 50 to 60 miles. I don't know, a little close to an hour, I'd say. Load's riding pretty good. I checked it when I filled up the fuel. Still looks like it's riding good. flags, and I couldn't find any flags, but I found 3 of them. So I can swap out 3 of them tonight when I stop. I only have about 2 hours left to drive because I'm over width, so I can only drive a half hour after sunset. We're just leaving Farson, Wyoming. I woke up a little late. Sunrise is 7, so I could have started driving at 6:30, but when my alarm went off at 6, my body wasn't getting up. I actually need to get on the phone here with JJ Keller and see what's going on with my trip permits. I haven't got my permits for Idaho or Oregon yet. Well, we're close to Burley, Idaho, but we're right here at the port. I figured I'd record it, see what happens. It's open. The one in Ingham was closed due to construction, so we'll see what happens here. Yay! Just gotta get on through. I will catch up with you guys when we are at the drop. Well guys, I took my half-hour break on an underpass because I didn't make it due to Boise traffic to the exit that I was trying to get to. That's literally right in front of me. But we did our half-hour break, ends in 30 seconds. We are an hour and 12 minutes away from dropping this oversized load off. Doing an oversized load in big cities is crazy, and traffic does not care about you. Traffic doesn't care about truck drivers regardless, but when it comes to oversized loads, they really don't care. And they would, the amount of cars I've seen almost hit me because they just don't care is wild. So let's see if we can get back into this madness. I got back over in the left lane. People let me in. Really nice. So I really appreciate that. guys, are getting rained on. But we are officially empty. Out here, the truck was nice and clean. Obviously not no more since we were driving on the feedlot property. But we're empty. Got her offloaded, nice and quick like. Just gonna snag a picture real quick. Morning guys, we are at our pickup. Got a load booked this morning. It is the cheapest rate I have ever booked and not very happy about it, but it gets me home for the weekend. Alright guys, we are loaded up. Unfortunately, I didn't get to use my wheel straps because the hooks I bought couldn't fit through the chain. So I prefer chains on vehicles anyways because it's just more secure. But when it comes to vehicles like these that are low pro, it's just hard and a pain in the butt, as you guys saw me struggling. Plus not very, there's not very much to pick to hook this stuff. So I'll just have to keep my eyes on and all that good stuff. But we're loaded. I just go walk around again. Damage there. This is for me. I sent one to the broker already. I did see that that mirror had a crack and a hole in it. There's some scratches here, scratch there. I mean, it's got its dings and dents and scratches all over for being, 6 years old. But windshield looks good. I had to back it on because the valance or whatever that's called it's just too low. I couldn't get it up on there. It's still, tire looks a little low. I don't know if it's because I got it pulling the vehicle down, but other than that, there's really not a whole lot of stuff I gotta notate for, covering my butt. Had the mileage, had the VIN, good there. So, like I said, this is the worst rate I have on my trailer right now. Picking up in Boise, Idaho, Meridian, Idaho, whatever you want to call it. This is basically Meridian, not Boise. Meridian, Idaho to Casper, Wyoming. 700 miles. And I got it for $517. Direct deposit, so I don't even know what that is, like 80 cents a mile. I'm gonna go and try and find these ladies again and see if I can give them my business card. Morning guys. Saturday morning, end of the week. About an hour away from dropping this car off, and then we'll head home. So our week is coming to an end. The first week in April, first week back to the normal schedule. On the drive home, I'll kind of tell you how it all went, and all that, good stuff that usually everybody wants to know about. Alright guys, we're offloaded. Gonna get the BOL sign. I take some pictures, videos, and good stuff for the broker and shipper, so I'll get you guys back on the road. Alrighty guys, we're back on the road. We're headed home. We're about an hour and a half away from the house. So let's talk about this week and everything that happened and all that good stuff. First week of April is come and gone. Work week wise, Monday through Friday. Let's see here. We left Sunday, woke up Monday morning, got my wheels put on. That took a while. Shot down to Salt Lake City, well, down to Spanish Fork. Picked up the those two anchors, so I got to spend the night at home Monday night. Went up to Montana Tuesday, came back down. There was just nothing, so I came back down. Spent majority of Tuesday at home. Got to sleep again Tuesday night at home in my own bed. Wednesday kind of hung out again all morning, waiting to find a load. Finally found one in Casper. Took that to Oregon. Thursday night, spent the night in Boise. And then Friday, picked up that car and delivered it back up here to Casper. Now we're headed home. So 3 loads this week. A lot of home time, so that's what I really want. That's what my goal is just to be in these like 3-4 western states. That way I can be home so much more instead of having to be out over the road and gone for weeks on the end. I told myself and you guys, I think, that I want to make $6,000 a week. That way I can have a lot of extra cash to, there's some things in the works that I'm trying to get done. So having that extra $3,000 a week to put away is really going to help for the next couple months. It didn't happen this week. That's what happens in this industry. You can have good weeks, bad weeks. So this week wasn't great. I'm gonna tell you right now, I made $3,200 gross. That's not profit. Gross wise, I made $3,200. I think profit, I made $23. So not a great week, but it wasn't bad. The best part about all of it, I don't really care about the money. I'm not out here to get rich. I'm just out here to have. I became an owner-operator for the freedom. That is it. I didn't do this to become a billionaire, a millionaire. Got to be home. 1, 2. This will be my. I'll get home this weekend. This will be my first. I think this is my first weekend back after leaving 4 or 5 days ago, or not even that. I left Wednesday. So it's awesome. God's answering prayers. Yeah, I'll let you guys go. I'll quit rambling. Love y'all. Stay blessed. God bless.